The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So we just read a thing from the Hot Wheels Reddit that Case found that talks about the community and a lot of people coming after the Hot Wheels community. So this was titled Knife Duel Over Hot Wheels. While perusing my local Walmart this morning, I overheard some employees talking. Apparently the day before, two Hot Wheels guys that check the store every morning, first when they get in, got into an argument and a knife was pulled. Both guys are banned from the store. I guess
That's a good call.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the police should be involved too somewhere. But one of our texters, a lot of people coming after the Hot Wheels community. This is Javier from the North Side. I'm an action figure guy, a YouTube collector, and know tons of Hot Wheels collectors, and they are, in fact, the worst. There's also tons of scalpers in that community. Now, how do you scalp a Hot Wheels car?
What does that mean? Is that just a buyer and seller?
Well, yeah, but we scalp tickets so you undercut somebody. Is that what they're trying? I guess, or are they counterfeit?
I don't know. I don't know. This is not what we meant. Rick texted in and said, my fat friends make fun of me for belonging to a CrossFit gym. And I don't think that qualifies at all. I don't think that.
Oh, Jesus.
What we're talking about.
But hey, if it makes him feel better for checking in, we appreciate you.
What?
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Brian, if you go to the phones with Will in Yorkville, he might have an explanation on what it means to scalp a Hot Wheels car.
Okay, Will, you are on from Yorkville. What's up, Will?
Oh, not much. Driving to work. It's been a fun day already.
Oh,
Yay.
good. So are you in the Hot Wheels community?
Yes, I'd like to think I'm not part of the toxic ones. I've been playing with them since I was a kid. Then I got too old for it, and then I had money, so then I just started buying them to collect them.
Okay, sounds good.
So when people talk about scalping Hot Wheel cars, there's usually like 2 to 4 highly desirable ones in a case. So that's why the guys go there in the morning so they can pull the 2 or 3. Usually these guys are friends with the employees there.
Oh.
So they take out the ones they want, and then they resell them on eBay for usually, I think if the Hot Wheel car is like, what, $1.50? We'll resell them for $20, $30, $40.
You can buy the car, just $1.50 the car is, and $40. So they is it all just to resell them, or like you as a collector, you do want to keep them and then hold them so they get value as they go along in time?
I think the theory is that they gain value. The problem is, and then scalpers, they take them all. So people like me who actually want to go out in the free time and find them never have a chance.
It takes like the fun out of it. The whole experience is supposed to be finding them, and yeah.
Yeah.
No, the scalpers, I don't know. Scalpers ruin everything.
Well, they do.
It's kind of a bummer, even the online market for it, because now you could type in one and just find it. It used to be fun when you'd have to go out. Like, I know that my grandma, you won't have any experience with this, guys, but she was addicted to chalk dogs. Do you remember that? It was an antique. And I guess you used to win them at like carnivals and stuff. But there was different kinds of chalk dogs. So she had a specific like little dog like looking over its shoulder. And it was all rumply and cute, okay? And she wanted that kind. And she would go to antique store after anytime we'd go to a new place and she would go and she would look and she'd have to ask the girl, do you guys have any chalk dogs? And when they said yes, you still didn't know if it was going to be the one that was looking over its shoulder. It was so hard for her to find. But that was the fun of it. Now it's like you could Google what you want to buy. I just think being a collector lost the fun and like the hunt. You have to go to stores.
Yeah.
Now you're like, oh, I'm just going to go on eBay and bid.
Yeah. Do you agree with that, Will? In your search for Hot Wheels, is the fun gone?
Yo, it's terrible. That's why I went over to like the Hot Wheels. They have a separate market just for like their collectibles. More often than not, they'll sell out in about 4 minutes.
Yeah. There's no effort. You don't have to go get in line somewhere like Kenzie's grandma did. You don't have to go do that. You go search and a journey.
Yeah, that's what makes you feel good about it.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you married, Will?
No, not yet.
Okay. How old are you?
24.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't be married yet. 24 is young.
Yeah.
I don't know. My girlfriend and I have been together for 7 years, so we'll
yeah. So how about you can it? She's probably looking for an engagement ring for Christmas, Brian.
Oh, geez, 7 years. Yeah.
How about
Yikes.
you watch your mouth?
I got an engagement ring coming up there anytime soon, Will?
Yeah, we'll see. Sooner than later.
Hey, that's what we're talking about. Go well. Don't listen to Brian.
Why don't we get her on the phone and do it right now?
No, that's so rude. That is not what she wants. Will, don't do that.
You want to do that, Will?
Over the phone, probably not. She's probably listening right now on her way to work.
Oh. That's sweet. They both listen to the
You're
show.
literally going to ruin this.
No, I'm not. I'm making love here.
No, you're not.
I mean, I'm
please
not
don't make
making-
love near me.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we were just talking about a fight between the Hot Wheels community. Turned into a knife fight at a Walmart. They've been banned for the store. Learned a lot this morning about these different communities of collectibles and how serious they take it, how they look down on other communities. It's pretty wild. Mike checked in from 331, said, I'm part of the Warhammer 40,000 community, which is a tabletop game of miniatures, like little war characters and things. And I looked it up just now. I didn't know much about it. It looks incredible. I want to get in on this. It's a medieval fantasy themed tabletop miniature war games. He says, we look down on ourselves. We're either the nicest people you've met or the sweatiest, try-hard neckbeards you've ever seen.
Oh, boy. I'm sure you're not that bad.
Well, it's really Mike. It's okay. Mike's checking in from Darien. It's okay.
Well, we have so many texts. So somebody said that the Lego community looks down on the Mega Blocks community. I guess maybe it's cheating. I was like, it's already 8. It's not right. And then I thought this was interesting that somebody was arguing that like people who use magic cards. Not magic, but in the sense of like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, like fantasy cards.
Yeah.
It was a rebuttal to Case. And he's like, well, we feel like you guys are an embarrassment because you're just collecting cards based on how men look. And then said, and it's fake because when you trade the cards, they don't actually trade teams.
Oh, my God.
Because when you get a Pokemon, like they're on your team, you own them.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that people that collect baseball cards are not only collecting them because of how good the men on the card look, but sometimes, if you're lucky, they either autograph it or you get a swatch of their jersey on them, which makes it even cooler. So
A swatch of their jersey?
Yeah, like a jersey card.
Do they sew it on?
Yeah, like, have you not ever seen that, like a jersey card?
I've never seen that.
My husband has so many baseball cards from when he was a kid, and we have like a huge white crate. And then he has a bunch of signed ones, but I don't think I've seen jerseys on them.
Oh, okay. So
Is that a newer thing?
no.
Okay.
This is like why people collect
like
high-end
it's just
baseball
safety
cards.
pinned on the back? Or what
No.
do you do?
So it'll be like a baseball card of Anthony Rizzo. It'll have his name and his photo, and then it'll have in like the lower left-hand corner of the card, it'll have part of his jersey cut out and on the card.
Like somebody ripped, like screaming fans ripped them apart and everyone
No,
got
it's
a piece?
professionally done.
Oh!
Yeah, come on, Kenzie.
I'm like, how do you get a
Jeez.
piece of someone's jersey? That
No,
sounds
they
like
do.
you shouldn't incite like that kind of violence.
There are bat cards and cleat cards and base cards where the base of like on the field is on the card.
What?
There's a whole there's like the
Easy, killer. Now, calm down. You get a little excited over there.
I can't say Roy's War.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know what he means.
Rolls Royce?
Thank you.
What does that have to do with anything?
There are like really high-end baseball cards
Oh my
like
God,
that.
pick a different car.
He's shaking like Cornholio over there. He can't say. If I get this car with this jersey
I feel
on-
like I'm talking to like a dog that's trying to say something like, what boy? Who's on fire?
Who's in trouble? Lassie, we'll find him.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're talking about they've got this Hot Wheels wormhole of people buying gifts for each other. That's kind of what it led to. And speaking of going out there and getting your gifts, last minute stuff, what you're going to get for Christmas, here's our friend of the show, comedian Bill Burr, talking about his Christmas.
I'll tell you a quick childhood story. I'll tell you one of the funnier ones, right? One time when I was like 6, my older brother was 8. We were in the back seat of my dad's car, and we were like laughing, and we were excited because it was around Christmas. And my dad just had this thing. He just didn't like joy. You know? So he's sitting there driving. He's going like, knock it off back there. You're giggling like a couple little schoolgirls. You don't straighten up, I'm going to buy you a doll for Christmas. And then he did. I swear to God, he made us hold him up. My mother's taking pictures in front of the Christmas tree. I'm just standing there like, Afterwards, I ran upstairs to my top bunk. To his credit, he came up, he tried to smooth it over. He's like, all right, come on back down. It's over. Come on, Dad, enjoy the holiday. He eventually coaxed me down, you know. He softened up a little bit. Look, you don't get back downstairs. No one else can open that gift. I'm moving out. I said moving out. I go back downstairs all shell-shocked. Here's another gift for you, Billy. I'm like, is this a dollhouse? When does it end? Yeah, that was Christmas, and those were people that loved me.
We'll get to headlines in a second. You decide the content of what we talk about next based on the headlines alone. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for two headlines where you decide the content of what we talk about next based on the headline alone. Now, this is very important because you'll choose either headline number 1 or headline number 2 by texting in 312-591-8300. We'll never talk about the other story again. So choose wisely. Ready? Here's headline number 1.
Okay.
All right, here we go, Kenzie.
What do you got?
OnlyFans performer spots former teacher in audience during XXX rated live stream. Quote, uncomfortable, end quote. Kind of relates a little bit to the teacher story you had, or we talked about teachers that you may have a crush on in high school and things like that. Well, she became an OnlyFans performer, and then a teacher was in the audience on a live stream.
Like she was doing...
XXX rated live stream.
But it was her live stream?
Her live stream. She's an OnlyFans performer. She was the hostess with the mostest.
Oh.
And her teacher was on the live stream. So, a former teacher, I should say. So, that's headline number 1. If you want to hear more about that story, text in headline number 1, but not before your headline number 2. Not as scandalous, but may have a deep story to it. Headline number 2. Panda Express customer allegedly attacks employee over quality of food.
Huh.
Now, Case, the producer, takes this very seriously because I've stopped and let him, or he went into Panda Express. I didn't let him do anything. He chose Panda Express. He lives for Panda Express.
It's my favorite restaurant.
Yep.
It's your favorite restaurant?
No bit, no like.
What do you get? What's the order?
Thank you. I walk in, I get a plate, I get chow mein, I get the noodles,
Yep.
I get the Beijing beef, I get the orange chicken, and if I'm treating myself, I get a little bit of sweet and sour sauce, and I put that on the noodles with a medium drink.
Ooh, do you know wontons?
No wontons.
Ow.
No, I like the protein there.
Missed opportunity.
I know. Hey,
Let's throw a wonton on there once in a while. You got to do it.
Let's go after the show.
Is that 3 entrees?
It's 2 entrees and a side. The noodles are a side.
Uh-huh.
It's not 200. It's like two meats and a noodle.
Well, I just...
hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Oh.
Butt rack.
Because I get orange chicken there. And
Orange chicken's the classic.
Yeah, and I just like it.
They also have the good, I think it's the Mongolian beef or the teriyaki chicken where they cut it up.
Yeah, that's good too.
They take the breast. The problem was I used to always get that because then I was like, well, it's chef prepared in front of me. So
You're trying to get the chef's table at Panda Express?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a carving station at a Christmas party or the prime rib. You know?
I want a good spot. So I used to love that. But one time, do you ever take a bite of chicken and you're like, that used to be alive? Do you ever have like that type of bite of food?
Well, what are you saying?
You can take a bite of like a meat and it tastes like the animal, not like the fried deliciousness that we like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
A little gamey.
Yeah, it was like carnage, like the cartilagey.
You don't want to say the veins, do you? The veins are in there.
Like it was very like maybe it was still alive is how I felt when I ate it, and it ruined. I can't do that one anymore. I have to go to the orange chicken. I'm like, fry it up.
Wait, was this story about you?
What? No, I didn't fight them. I did not fight them. I just was like very turned off at that moment.
Yeah. Well, listen. Okay, that's headline number 2. Panda Express customer allegedly attacks employee over food quality. Not Kenzie. So if you want to hear more about that story, that's headline number 2. Again, going back to headline number 1. OnlyFans performer spots former teacher in audience during XXX rated live stream. Quote, uncomfortable. So if you want to hear that story, text in headline number 1. You choose what story we'll dive into next. We'll never talk about the other story again.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, got Cherub Rock on the way, Green Day, the White Stripes coming up. But first, it is head to headlines. You choose the story we talk about next. and we'll never talk about the other one again. So we had the first headline. OnlyFans performer spots former teacher in audience during XXX rated live stream. Quote, she said it was uncomfortable. Headline number 2, Panda Express customer allegedly attacks employee over food quality. Now, the winner, according to you, at 312-591-8300, the headline we'll talk about more. That story is headline number 1. Despite popular belief that Kenzie said a text came through that I played an extra song to get the votes all in to make headline number 1 win.
Yeah, somebody said you solely keep Pornhub in business. So, I don't know. These are just the texts.
That's a lot of clicks. That's a lot of time on Pornhub.
I know.
To keep them in business. How dare you, sir?
Well, you click on the ads. That's where they make their money.
Oh, yeah, the ads are wonderful.
Well, they got all the pills.
Yeah, the targeted ads are not a bad thing. A lot like people think they are. You know what I mean? When a targeted ad
Especially when you're on Pornhub.
Right. All right, let's get to the story then. OnlyFans performer spots former teacher in audience during XXX rated live stream. So here we go. A popular OnlyFans performer was left stunned when her high school math teacher turned up in the audience for one of her legendary, raunchy live stream videos.
Legendary, you say?
Before we even continue, and I know, Kenzie, you were on OnlyFans in a situation where they were just going to have, like, people like us do a show on there almost, not do anything racy.
So OnlyFans went through an initiative and they faced a lot of backlash for it, where they were trying to no longer have inappropriate content.
Yeah.
And they wanted to become a mainstream app because they cannot be an app because it's like all porn.
They wanted to be like Twitch or something, you know, like that.
Yeah, what their goal was to do what Snapchat did. That was their reference in all their videos, whatever. So they solicited for like local personalities and stuff to start posting content on there, but it would just be what we would post like on Instagram and things like that. So
Right.
They asked my husband and I to do it, and they called it like their content creation center, and they would do. But they faced so much backlash because it's like, hey, the thing that's kept you in business and made you is this, and you're turning your back on that work community, and it just never took off. And then we got a lot of weird DMs, so we deleted it. That was kind of the wrap up of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I've never been on it.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how much content is racy, raunchy, or how much is...
I would say almost all of it.
Really?
Yeah.
But I guess by saying this, how much of it is maybe just a performer, doing whatever alone, or is it straight on porn?
They got everything.
Well, I don't sit there and like scroll for hours. I just know that it was really inappropriate. But that's like saying, what's the most popular thing on Pornhub? I mean, you wouldn't.
But all that is sex. All that is graphic. I'm talking about, like, is there just somebody not taking their clothes off and doing just because they're hot?
Well, there's other things on there because some people. So say a girl is like an OnlyFans girl.
Right.
That doesn't mean every single picture is going to be nude. She could be in a swimsuit.
Right,
she could
right.
be she could do content they like. I'm sure there's like probably like feet people on there. Like it's anything.
It is amazing but also I believe you have to show your face on OnlyFans. You can't just do feet.
No, you can hide stuff.
Oh no, I know someone that checked into that, and it's not me.
Hey,
it's not me.
Take it from me, sort of the expert on this.
Yeah.
You don't have to show your face on OnlyFans.
I want you to double down on that research on that. Are you on it right now? Do you pay for the platform?
No, not now. Not now. I'm in a relationship. ask me in 2022. Ask me in 2022. Oh yeah, I was on there.
Yeah, backpedaling. So that's why I just like, we talked about people that made like 80 million on there a year doing that, and some people are not having sex or doing straight porn, but just because they're hot or whatever they do, they make that kind of money.
Yeah, they post like racy photos and make money. Right.
So this girl, just to clarify all that, was doing a triple X.
She was doing the triple axel? She Blades of Glory?
She spit water in the air.
I mean, maybe she's a content creator too. That sounds really impressive.
I don't know. Triple X rated live stream and her teacher. So what happened was, her name is Kate Peaches. Lives in Hamburg, Germany, joined the adult platform last year where she soon amassed a bunch of subscribers. And then she was in the middle of a, quote, lusty live show on the site. She noticed something wasn't quite adding up with one of the audience members who seemed strangely familiar and eventually realized what was going on pretty fast at first, realized it was her former math teacher while she was doing something lusty. It kind of says what she was doing. Let's say she was alone and doing stuff.
Wait, I'm confused. Her math teacher was one of the viewers? I thought she was a teacher.
No. She's not a teacher. She's a performer. Her old math teacher got into the room when she was doing her stuff.
Oh, well, it's not even her current math teacher.
Right, former. I mean, she's out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 26.
Oh, well, he's fine.
He's fine or she's fine? I mean...
Both. I mean, in that case...
Yeah. What was
I
that?
thought it was a teacher doing her live stream from the classroom.
Oh, God.
I swear to God.
Did you think that?
No, I did not. But I love where your head's at.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
No, it's not that bad. No,
So
not
our
at all.
teacher logged in. He probably doesn't even remember her. Or he does.
No, he did remember her.
Oh,
Especially,
no. Did he admit that?
they had a private chat afterward and talked about it. And I guess she said, of course, it actually worked out quite nice. We talked it out and everything. And now it doesn't say that they're having a date or anything like that, but
Talked what out?
talked out the uncomfortableness of what happened when she saw him in the room while she was doing something alone in the OnlyFans room.
Okay. Well, how did he just like, don't worry, don't stress about it? What did he
Hey, maybe I'm cool. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I just picture, like that biology teacher with a plaid shirt, like, who's the guy in The Simpsons, the neighbor?
Flanders?
Flanders. I think like Ned Flanders. Hey, Oakley dokley. Everything is just fine. Yeah.
Guys always got a pep talk for why you don't have to worry about those things.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's
It's
like,
kind of-
don't you fret.
It's like built into our code.
Oh God.
This seems like it'd be a common problem, especially if you're doing this and you're.
Because it's a public thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm really happy she wasn't like 18 or something and just got out of the class. That would be really bad. But like 26, it's like she's super adulty at that point. So that's good news. How old is he?
He was 57.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, that's just what they do.
That's what they do?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, she's 26. He was 57 in there.
Yeah, well,
You win some, you lose some.
it's your clientele, kind of, when you're on there,
Oh, he still had to pay, so she made money off him. She got the last laugh for
He's a
not doing
paying
well.
customer.
Yeah, she's not doing well in math class. She got that back.
The live stream revenue is really good. That's where you can make a killing on OnlyFans.
Did like he specifically look for her, or was this a whole coinky dink?
My guess is that he specifically looked for her.
And that's bad.
Yes.
Is
If
it?
he was like, I remember her. Yeah.
You just said they're all adults. You said it's fine.
Okay, what I'm saying is if he remembered her and wanted to go look for her, that would equate to probably attraction when there was a teacher versus I stumbled in a room, I thought I didn't know from before, I'm currently attracted to you. That would be better if that was the scenario.
Yeah, well, in the story, he knew who she was.
I think you'd scoot on out of that chat room. There's like a lot of chat room options. I think you'd be like, well, let me just see.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, of all adults, she chose the profession. He's a paying customer. He's helping pay her rent.
So if Harper does this when
Oh,
she's older,
she's
as a
not
job-
doing this.
Well, she's a grown adult and it's her profession.
It doesn't matter. She can do anything she wants when
and
I'm
you
gone.
find out her teacher logs in.
You
and it's her
you
profession.
do this all the time.
What?
Make it about.
I just
you?
want to know your perspective if that was the case.
I'm buying a lot of guns.
Yeah.
And,
That's your new thing?
yeah, but for other people, everything's okay. Everything's off limits.
Oh, good.
Everybody can have a great
No,
life.
that seems really rational. It seems
Yeah,
fair.
It's your body's your choice. Do what you want.
But not your
Not
not
your daughter's.
Harper's.
No, not Harper's.
That's nice.
I'm just curious.
She'll grow up fine.
Yeah.
No therapy.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.